Ujiwani, this is Kathy Chavers, Tribal Chair, giving you our weekly update. There's times when we don't do the weekly updates because there's really nothing to report. However, we do have something to report this week, so that's why we're giving you this weekly update. First of all, we still have no COVID cases here on Boys Fort. We can't say it enough, but we really want people to get vaccinated, practice safety protocols, and to think about our elders out there that either have underlying health conditions or are more susceptible to the virus. And if you and your entire family are vaccinated before you consider visiting them, we would appreciate that. We want to keep our elders safe, and there's still, we can't let our guard down. I've said that before. So the Delta variant is in the news, as you can see when you turn your TVs on. It has less symptoms, but there is a different strain and stronger for those who are unvaccinated. So that's why we really encourage the vaccinations. Also, if you think you have allergies or colds, please go in and get tested, because those are some of the symptoms with regards to the virus. And it's extremely important that you get tested, because we don't want any outbreak on the reservation. So again, it's extremely important that you get tested, even if you think you have a cold or allergies, because those are the symptoms that are coming out with the new Delta variant. And we want to just make sure that people are still not forgetting that the virus is still here. We're still in a pandemic, even though things are kind of lightening up all over. We are still encouraging our young people 12 and over to get vaccinated with summer here and more activities opening up. It would be beneficial to get them vaccinated to prevent yourself and others from getting exposed to the virus. Currently, Boys Fort is at approximately 56% vaccinated, which we're very proud of, but we do want to reach 70%. The vaccine is also showing to be 99.9% effective in Minnesota, and there has really been no information out on if there will need to be another booster shot, or when the booster shot would be available. Is it like a yearly flu shot? But once we hear anything on that, we'll try and get it out to you as soon as possible. There will be a community assessment also going out July 6th. They will be done online, or we will be handing them out in our Nett Lake and Vermilion communities. We will be doing that through our door-to-door distribution. There will be a lottery draw for prizes for those band members who participate in the community assessment. We will continue to get information, COVID and or community related, through the door-to-door process, because we feel that a lot of people don't go online and they also don't have access to computers or what have you. So we would hope that you take the time to read the information that's being sent door-to-door, because it may not be COVID related, it may be regarding things that are going on in the communities. We're trying to be more proactive with communication to our tribal members, especially in our communities, and hope that other band members will access our Facebook, website, whatever, for those that are off the reservation. The 1854 Authority will be conducting gun safety on July 6th and 7th in Nett Lake at the Boys and Girls Club, and July 8th in Vermilion at the Boys and Girls Club. We want our kids to participate in the 1854 gun safety program that we're offering, because we want our kids to be hunting, fishing, and gathering, as those are our rights, and that's who we are as people. And so the more the kids can get this training and be active in those areas, we would really appreciate them participating in the program. The Boys Fort Food Shelf, again, is open on Thursdays. We want to make sure everyone takes the opportunity to utilize this great program. It's from 1 to 3 on Thursdays, and there is some paperwork, and it is you can access it one time a month. But we are getting a good turnout, but we expect and hope that there will be more. The Emergency Rental Assistance Program needs people to apply who need help with back or future rent, plus utility help. The eviction moratorium will end on July 31st. So far, that's what we know. However, as we know, this will of course end on July 31st, and we don't want people waiting till the last minute. Do not wait until the last minute. Get it done now and out of the way. And we are showing low numbers of applicants, but we know that there's other people out there that are eligible for the program. We see posts on Facebook of people owing rent and utilities and wanting assistance. This program is there to help you. Please take advantage of it. There really is no reason for people to be posting that. There's access to these programs either online or, however, through Boys Fort. Call Beverly Steele at 218-757-3261 and she will help you with the process. Ed Villebring was in that program, but right now he is in another position, so we are looking for someone to assist Beverly Steele with that. So people just need to apply. There is a homeowners assistance fund that is being worked on to help homeowners, not rental people, but homeowners with their mortgages or past due mortgages, home insurance, whatever. Tribes and other agencies are to come up with their specific plan on how they call it a HAF program, how their HAF program will be implemented and what are the qualifying expenses per the government guidelines we need to look at, such as utilities, internet, homeowners insurance, flood and mortgage insurance, homeowners association fees, delinquent property taxes, and much more. There's quite a few. So this is a work in progress. There is a webinar coming up that will be done for the tribes and other agencies that are participating in this program to utilize that webinar to set up their program. So we are working on it. We're trying to do it as soon as we can, but there's a lot going on with the Recovery Act, and so please be patient. I just ask that people please be patient. We will get this info out as soon as we can once it is finalized, but we can assure you that it's being worked on as I speak, and we also have to make sure that we get our legal opinion on it to make sure we're within the guidelines for the federal government. We don't want to not be in compliance with what the federal government sets before us. Our senior management and council and COVID project worker are meeting weekly to go over the submitted request from our band members, from our programs, and from our directors to break down the requirements and what is going to be considered like an emergency, what is going to be considered another step is non-emergent, because for example with the emergency, we know our Net River Dam project is an emergency. We need to protect our wild rice. Our dam is going to fail at some point in time soon, and so we feel that's an emergent project that needs to be worked on. We're looking at hopefully funding it for right away, just because we can't have the dam fail, we'll lose our rice. And now that we have this money available, it does fit the criteria for the recovery funds because it is one of our food subsistence items that we have here at Net Lake. And so, but the work will have to be done in the winter, but we need to get ready for it. So we have to have resolutions in place for everything we do. We have to have budgets and ensure that we're following the requirements. So we are meeting weekly. We know that the tribal members do want they call them stimulus payments, and we call it like a direct access, direct appropriation program. But basically right now we are working that out, and we aren't sure when those payments will be issued. We are going to be doing a payment to our tribal members, but right now we do not know the amount, or we do not know the timeline with which we're going to do that. That's what our weekly meetings are about, and we'll try to get that information out to tribal members as soon as possible. We know that band members want the full amount of the $18 million. That's some of the requests we've gotten in, but these are recovery funds, and so we also need to utilize services for our people here at Boys Fort. On and off the reservation, our urban areas, there's needs out there. There is a requirement within the federal regulations that we cannot exceed what the federal government has given out for a year, which is about, I believe, $2,600. We cannot exceed that. That's one of the requirements. So there are specific requirements for this ARPA funding that we have to abide by. We just can't cut a check to everybody. We've got to make sure we have all our T's crossed and our I's dotted. We do apologize for that, but we have to abide by what the federal government and the U.S. Treasury says. As of June 30th, the governor of Minnesota ended his peacetime emergency effective on June 30. So that means that the eviction moratorium in Minnesota will be ending soon, and that we need you to apply for the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. That was an agreement that the governor had with the legislature to avoid a state shutdown and make sure that the legislature completed their business on time, which was done, and a budget was passed. So there will be no state government shutdown. because today is July 1st, which means the 4th of July holiday is coming up. So we want to make sure that everybody has a safe and enjoyable holiday weekend. Our offices will be closed on July 5th, I believe, which is a Monday, to honor the holiday. And we will also be closed half a day on Friday prior to the holiday. So we want to ensure and make sure that everybody has a happy and enjoyable 4th of July holiday, and we hopefully will be giving some more updates next week. Watch for our door-to-doors, watch for our website, watch for our Facebook. We will be putting things out in our Boys Fort News. If tribal members want to get information into the Boys Fort News, please, the deadline is the 20th of each month. For the Boys Fort News, we hope to have our monthly newsletter out monthly now. It's been a little sporadic, but we've got that back in place. So please, everyone have a safe and enjoyable holiday. Chi miigwech, gigawabamin, take care.